Honestly, you made me love again. I used to be bitter, but no, I'm no quitter. Is how they feel about you. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. I am Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. So this person, they were bitter because they went through a lot with people. You know, there's a lot of people that they were attracting or that they were attracted to that just were not right for them. They wasn't right. And they know they weren't right. And they were tired of it. So they figured it was time for them to take a step back and evaluate themselves and figure out what it is that they actually wanted. And as soon as they let go and they gave all of their concerns, you know, I feel like they set their concerns free. They stopped worrying about it and like gave it to God. That's what it feels like. Just let me just give it all away because I can't. I just can't. There comes a time where there's certain things that happen in your life and you're like, I just can't. I don't even want to. I'm just going to give it up. I'm going to give it all up. I'm going to give it all away. And I'm just going to ground myself and focus on being a better version of myself. As soon as this person began to go on that journey and feel comfort in that journey, that's when they were introduced to you. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be an introduction by someone else. It could just be like a spiritual introduction, like you just came across each other one time, being outside, out and about, doing whatever. Okay, so once they met you, they recognize that they don't have to be bitter. They don't have to keep that energy that they've had because of the past situations that didn't work out. They were tired of feeling like that, tired of feeling bitter, tired of feeling angry. They were tired of feeling like they were reliving the situations that happened before. They were just tired of it. So therefore, they chose to be different, think different, act different, you know, appreciate life differently. This different way of thinking has given them the ability to make room for allowing someone in. It's like they made space for you because you were worth it. You know, you're worth making space for, because honestly, it's like the space that they had, it was filled with anger and frustration. And they were tired of feeling like that because it was taking up their auric field. It was consuming their energy, and they didn't want that energy to be with them. So they chose to release it. So now that they've released it, now they can love again. They didn't think they had it in them anymore. They thought they lost it for good when it comes to being able to love, because that pain, it hurt so bad that they didn't know if they were going to be able to snap back out of it. Meanwhile, they did. And that's primarily because they were able to connect with you and find trust in you. They were able to build with you in such a way that it felt right, because it was, you know. Things didn't go left, they went right. And instead of them thinking and having in mind that things weren't going to go right, they had in mind that it's going to be good, like everything's going to be fine. And I'm just going to enjoy all of these moments, and I'm not going to think negatively. And they found that the more that they began to think that way, the more that things turned out wonderfully between the two of you. So it's like, wow, that's all I had to do? You know, that's all I had to do? To the point where even if things don't go in such a way that they want to, they still took a vow to themselves that they're not going to allow themselves to be bitter. They don't want to be a bitter Betty. They don't want to walk around like that. They don't want to be bitter Betty Nasty Nancy. They don't want that. They want to feel love. They want to be loved. They want to give love, and they want to receive love. And because you were able to give your love so freely, even in the beginning, there's a certain level of love that you gave, and it wasn't like, it doesn't feel excessive now, okay? It's just your energy is love, regardless of anything. It's just that you know when to take your love away, when it needs to be taken away, And you know when to give a little love when you need to give it. But the love that you gave, it wasn't excessive, but it was so much for this person because they know it was real. Okay, because you have so much more love to give, but you're not going to give it all because that's just a little too much. You don't want to give it all away, especially not in the beginning. But because you're such a free spirit and you have such beautiful energy, they felt like you just showered them down with the love. They felt like they was getting love bombed and you didn't buy them a thing. You just paid them some attention. Okay? So yeah, that's the energy that I'm picking up from this person. It's like the connection was pure. The conversation was genuine and it just felt right. You know, the click was clicking and they appreciated every moment of you. They always look forward to speaking to you. They always look forward to connecting with you because it's always a vibe. Even if it's like you don't even have to do too much. It's just you. It's just you being yourself. They love you just the way you are. And that is the message. If you deem this energy as suitable to continue to walk with you in your spiritual journey, drop it down in the comments below. 8888. I declare this is an aspect of my love and this is my future love. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're feeling my vibe, especially if this message does resonate with you. Also, you could join the membership here on YouTube to gain access to additional content. And you could purchase any of my books on my website. You can visit www.milkhoneyrose.org, and I will see you in the next one.